All right, you can see how I'm in my page here. There's my profile. This is my KW. So here's how you get to your Market Center intranet. Over here you have a link. You click on this link and it'll take you to your Market Center intranet page. So then the page loads, and this is the screen you see at the beginning here. So you've got your different, you've got the blend, you've got your office, you've got your associate posts, you've got your community post, and you can click on the red button over here, plus, to add your own post, and you can post to this timeline, and everybody can read and be notified about your posts as well. Here's kind of a view of, you can scroll down and look at. This is the current one that's up right now is the blend. So it's the region's posts, it's your staff's posts, and it's any associate posts that may be there as well, along with community posts. Over here is your calendar. You can see if you mouse over the dates, it'll tell you what's going on that day. And if you click on any day, it'll open it up for you as well. But here's what it looks like when you mouse over it. So if you click on View Calendar, it'll open up the entire calendar. And you can turn off and on the calendars above. See the red, blue, beige, green, purple, and darker blue. If you mouse over these events, it'll again tell you what's going on, and here's the calendar for the day. You can also print this calendar. And you'll notice that some of these events will say registration required. And I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Here's one that requires a registration. All right, here's another one that requires registration. If you click on it, that's the contracts with Dawson. You can see it says must register. And over on the right over here, this is where you register. Just click on the registration button and follow the instructions, and you can register for the class. If no one registers for the class, it will not take place. Let's go back to the calendar. Here's another really cool thing about this calendar. Oops, let me close that. Is you can subscribe to the calendar, and what that really does is it will put the calendar in your. If you have a Google phone, it'll put it in your Google phone. If you have a iPad or an iPhone, it'll put it in your iPhone. And to do that, you just click on. Let's say you have a iPhone or a Google phone, or whatever. You just click on the Google phone, and it'll take you right to it. You just follow the instructions, and it'll show you how to do it. There's another piece of this that I want you to see. Under Associates, you can look each other up. You can see, if I want to click on Show All right here, and it'll show everybody. And you can scroll through and find everybody's contact information. If you're one of the people up here who does not have a picture, you'll need to upload your picture right away, because we're going to start to create photo rosters for everybody as well. As we grow, it'll be nice to know each other's faces, even if you're not in here that much. So this is what it's like, to go through the roster, and you can see that you can just click and email any of the associates. You can also find all of their contact information in here. So that's a pretty neat feature as well. Okay, JD needs a picture. All right, so there's another piece of this that I want you guys to see. I'm going to click on Start to get back to where you would be when you first log on. Now, if you want to use any of the conference rooms, that's a Market Center resource, okay? And we're starting to have conflicts with those already. So here's how from now on, you'll need to reserve the conference rooms here on the intranet. And to do that, you click on Market Center and you go down to Resources right here. Click on Resources, and it'll bring up the available resources that you can reserve. There's the large conference room, there's the small conference room. So if I click on the large conference room here, what you'll see is a depiction of the large conference room, and then a calendar that says when it's available. Now you'll notice that everything before today is blacked out because you can't sign up for anything before today. Okay. You can either click the sign up button on the upper right there, or you can choose the time right in here that you want to sign up for and click on it. The grayed out sections are not available, and that's because there's classes going on at that time. Okay. You would be wise to reserve the conference room on anytime you want to use it. Anybody who has a reservation can kick somebody out who just decided to walk in there and use it. Okay, so when you click on a date and time to reserve, it comes up here. You can change the date right here. You can change the time right here. And you'll need to read the policies and guidelines of using this resource. here's what it is, and it basically says you have to leave it clean and all that, right? So let's go back to the calendar. And once you've read the guidelines and the policies, the usage policies, basically just leave it the way you found it or cleaner. We'll go back in here and go ahead and register for a time. And in here, the way you would do it is you would check you can change the times if you want, but you would go down here and you would check the box that says I've reviewed and understand, or read and understand, or whatever it says, the usage guidelines for this resource, and you click on confirm reservation, and you have it reserved, and no one else can reserve it. If you have reserved it and somebody is in there, feel free to ask them to leave that resource. All right? And that, in a nutshell, is how you use your Market Center intranet.